Hello everybody! Today I'm going to talk about my skydiving experience. It was pretty freaking wild. I was in Vegas when I went skydiving and I was with my ex-boyfriend. Um, and there are just some things you gotta consider before you take the jump. Like, first you gotta find a place that's legit because a lot of people just have like their private airplanes that they're just like, hey, yeah, no, come on over. You can jump out of my plane and just don't listen to everybody. You got to make sure they're certified. And another thing, when I was like looking at legit places to, skydive from, I was like, how do you make a legit review if you are dead? Things to consider. I'm not trying to be just totally, crazy, but it's just something you should probably think about. Yeah, but I mean, it was just I finally found one that was called Extreme Skydiving, and it was epic. It was so cool. We ended up showing up there, and they gave us the whole lowdown. We were actually late, so they were just like, "Here, watch this video," So we went into this like dark room, and they played this video, which pretty much entailed that they don't have insurance, and if we die, we are responsible for it. So, and then we just signed our lives away and got up in the plane. Woo woo. We got this. We got our gear on and everything, and which is like they guide you through, pretty pretty sweet that they do that. But little little things that you had to consider along the way, So make sure you're going to a legit place. Get there on time. Read through all the informational material and really thoroughly listen to the video because they tell you, what you got to do. You got to lean your head back and cross your arms as you jump out of the airplane and all this other stuff. You want to keep your feet up as you arrive towards the ground, and just little things like that. But I want to talk to you guys about being on the plane. And when you're first time skydiver, you're gonna be tandem with somebody. That's what it was. Oh my god! And I just happened to be with like this big guy, and I was just kind of like my back was arched to his belly, and it was just, we were talking and everything, and it was going awesome. We're flying up, and we're 15,000 feet up in the air, and it's just about time. And then he's like, all right, time to go. And then he's wearing this big helmet, and I'm like, am I supposed to be wearing a helmet right now? Am I wearing a helmet? No, you don't get a helmet. I'm like, so I'm like, okay, this is just wonderful. I'm gonna die today. And so then we get to the edge of the plane. I'm looking down. Then he says, nope, lift your head back. Pretend like you're Elvis, like you're dead. Cross your arms. And then we just jumped. Let me just tell you now, before I talk about the whole diving experience, I asked this woman who has been doing she's been skydiving her whole life, all right? And she was just, for some reason I asked her, like, so you can't like, be wearing just casual clothes or be like naked when you're skydiving, right? Because I'm just curious. And she said, well, you know what? Sometimes when there's a little perspiration in the air and it's raining, you can actually catch the sharp side of the raindrop and it will lash your skin and cut through your suit. And so that was kind of, just so you guys know. And also, she told me that, like, bat suits are becoming so freaking popular, especially in the Grand Canyon, and people are just dying all over the place from catching the updraft in their bat suits and flying out, So skydiving is a lot safer, just so you know. But I was told that, well, she pretty much said, it's gonna feel like you're floating, you know? And then all the reviews that I read were like, yeah, you're gonna feel like you're just floating in air. I want to tell you right now that when I jumped out of that plane, my face stretched in ways that I didn't know were possible. I don't know if my face is the same since, you know? Like, I looked like a dog with its head out the window, with a vacuum cleaner blowing, with a fucking, I mean, it was just, it was insane. And it felt like 1,000 knives, like, cutting my face open. But it was, okay, maybe I'm being a little dramatic, but it was epic, and the weird thing is I would do it in an instant again, because once he actually pulled once he pulled that string to release the parachute, we were just flying. And I had looked down. I feel the adrenaline right now, even talking about it, but just looking down, knowing that like I did it, and we're just, that's when you're like slowly coasting and you can really enjoy the experience. But that adrenaline, ooh, ooh, I can see how people could feed off of that. And I can see how people could go to higher and higher heights after skydiving, because oh my goodness, like, just imagine the most euphoric and incredible experiences happening all at once. I want to let you know that I highly recommend skydiving. It was one of the most incredible experiences of my life, and just to say that I did that, you know, just to have that plane of experience with other people too, to just talk about it and like see it in their eyes, how they, you know, because it's nostalgic. You feel that feeling. Once you talk about it, you relive it, and it's just like this total immersive feeling of like bliss and just, oh, you gotta do it. You gotta do it at any age, unless you have some kind of heart condition that's, or some crazy deathly fear of heights, which you might need to conquer. Okay, let's just get that straight. Like, face your fucking fears already. Really though, it was epic. Highly recommended, and thank you. I did. I guess we're going first. Because if it ain't first, the last will learn. Oh my god! Oh, wonderful! 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 Great job! How fucking beautiful! And I had a really so I'm gonna let you drive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He made you look good. Easy. Woo! Alright, take your goggle. Oh, you're good. You know what we're gonna call you from now on? What? One of us. One of us. Stay right here. Stay right here. Woohoo! Alright, so that was my skydiving experience. I just watched the video again to just kind of like recap it, and I'm about to post it up. But I just want to mention that that entire skydiving experience, from jumping out of the plane to the ground, was like 4 minutes and 11 seconds long, which is, whoa, you know, crazy. But also, I just want to emphasize how important it is to have a calm and collected mind when jumping out of the plane, when considering skydiving, you know, because it's very important. There are many moments where you could just kind of freak out a little bit. So, I mean, just kind of ease your mind. Say everything's all right. I trust these people. I'm taking the risk, and that's, you know, plus, like, if you died skydiving, that would be badass. You know, I'd much rather do that than die of like some deadly illness or something. But anyways, I love you guys so much, and I definitely recommend it. And if you like this video and want to follow me along my wild journeys, Just subscribe and hit like, and I love it. Bye.